He said bad matchups? Those don't exist. What's a matchup? A matchup is a losing mindset. Losing mindset. You take a bad matchup and you win. That's why DK is actually the best character. We're gonna see game 1 of Winners Finals starting out here. fluxWaver and Mortality, both trying to find their openings here. Both characters very good at finding an opening, getting it, and then capitalizing on it. One thing that Mortality does with Aegis, after watching him play for a bajillion hours in my dorm, like seriously, this kid needs some more sleep. One thing he's very good at is these switches. You wouldn't expect where these switches happened. But one moment you're expecting this Mythra to start comboing you, and then the next moment he's Pyra hitting you with an F smash, hitting you with that side B, racking up that percent. Definitely, ooh, and getting that early kill. What was that, like 60% early kill? Luckily not with Mythra. That's a little more disrespectful, that early kill with Mythra. But still not going to be good for Flux starting off this matchup. I think this matchup is definitely in Aegis' favor here, especially with Mortality on the sticks. We will see. The one place where Lucas should be able to find this kill over Aegis is on these ledge guards. Aegis, not as bad as we initially thought in recovery-wise, as Mythra does have that side B, and Pyra can do that side B on the ledge if she has her jump. But Lucas could definitely be going off stage more, trying to find these PK Thunder, trying to find these PK Ices, maybe a forward air for these kills, but so far has not been able to capitalize on that. Switching to Pyra, living to 160%. Trying to find another early kill, I think. Just trying to poke him for some damage. Using that... oh, and the grab into the up throw is going to kill it. Only a 64% lead here. It definitely felt like a lot more before that kill was taken. But doing very well so far. Alright, both players just trying to feel each other out. That is mostly what we see in a game 1 and game 2, arguably, of a winners finals and grand finals. You'll see the players feeling each other out. Of course, these two players have a lot of experience, and Mortality finding that F smash with Mythra. As I said before, quite disrespectful to kill so early with Mythra. Definitely doesn't feel like it should be happening, but often it does. Ooh, reads that up B. Definitely something that Mythra goes for. The only way to extend that combo. Gets some percent back, but I only think it was like 10% he got back. So not too devastating here, but definitely funny to see. Mythra still being so oppressive in this, dashing back and forth, trying to keep him guessing. If you can prevent Lucas from getting that initial Zair or initial drag down Nair, you can definitely ruin a lot of his combo games, as that is what he needs for an opening. But fluxWaver doing really well so far in this oppressive matchup to keep up that pressure, keep him guessing, and to try to prevent taking so much damage at one time. Mortality very good with these side Bs with Pyra on the ledge, trying to rack up that percent, just throw him back off stage in a very, very safe way, as you can throw it, and the other player, unless they have a reflector of some sort, they have to shield it. You can jump if you're early enough, but if it's already on you, you have to shield it for the duration, as I don't think you can really roll out of it. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Oh, I thought we were going to see a Prominence Revolt, but it doesn't matter because he hits the aerial to take game 1. Mortality 2-stocking in game 1. Very, very good, but Andre also doing very well in that first game. We're going to see what type of adaptations Andre can have in the second game. It'll be very interesting to see. Also, stage pick, we're going PS2. I'm not sure how that favors for either character here, but we're definitely going to be able to see. Again, we're going to see a Lucas Pyra Mythra matchup. Sticking to their guns, as I was notified that Andre does only have one main. So, only one gun in his arsenal. Alright, starting off game 2 here. Of course, we're going to see the initial feeling out of each other. Neither character going to really jump in there, but fluxWaver taking the lead, 40%, extends it with the PK ice almost into the back air, 60%. That would have been devastating for Mortality, but he was able to read it, able to get out of it, hoping to try to even up this percent here. Let's see what he's going to be able to do. Ooh, good side B again. Mortality's so good at these side Bs. Good DI by fluxWaver. Good holding it in. Didn't quite save his... Hit the tech, though. Oh, and got gimped by Mortality jumping into the PK Thunder. You hate to see it, but that was such a good play by fluxWaver there. Getting that tech, making sure not to get killed off that initial hit. He needed it. Just unfortunate he couldn't close it out there, get back on stage. Now we see Mortality again in the lead. He's 81%, 3 stocks to fluxWaver's 25%, 2 stocks. Of course, we're gonna see fluxWaver trying to go for these PK fires. He really tried that down smash there, which is interesting. I think it's something that he needs to be going for more on that ledge. You can definitely get punished on the ledge if you aren't careful, but Aegis is a little worse than that than you might think. So I'm surprised to see none of these down smashes on the ledge like he has been doing in these past games. Again, Mortality so good with that. And the exact same thing that happened one of these previous stocks is that he got that side B into the fair and it killed super early. You don't want to be stuck off stage against Pyra when you're at 60 to 70% because you will get faired, you will get dared, and you will die. Right now, we are seeing a 3 stock by Mortality, living to 144%. Not going to switch to... Ooh, going to get that neutral B. Switching to Pyra there. Of course, we're going to see it. Promise Revolt, but is going to take that stock. Andre, very, very good with these dares here. We're going to see both players just try to find an opening here. Andre needs to be very careful, but he also needs to play, I would argue, a little more aggressive. In those times when he's in neutral and a little less aggressive when he's in disadvantage. Worry about getting out of disadvantage and back into neutral to try to get yourself into advantage rather than trying to jump straight from disadvantage to advantage. Mortality throwing it out again, but this time Flux seeing it and kind of wavering on the ledge there, but gets caught in a laggy move and gets F-smashed by Pyra, the classic. Second game going to Mortality here. Both players doing very well in that game. I know it seems like Mortality sort of ran with it, but if you're paying attention to how Andre is playing this matchup, he definitely played it better game 2 than game 1. It'll be interesting. He still has a chance. It's not hard to see a reverse 3-0 here. Flux is an incredible player. It's just Mortality is capitalizing on these openings that he's getting, and he's getting these early kills, whereas Flux is kind of not able to kill these early percents like he wants to, and is still having to rack up that damage and then kill. Opening of game 3, a foresight, a stupid mechanic that should never be in this game. Morty does play Aegis now. I'm not sure which one he considers his main. I know he's been practicing a lot online and with us and in our dorm with Aegis. I'm not exactly sure if it's replacing his Cloud, but it's definitely at the very least his secondary, and he's kind of raw with it. I mean, we're seeing here in this game, he is kind of raw with it. Back to the game. Once again, Mortality taking the lead here. We've only seen Andre in the lead a couple times so far in this set. I'd like to see it a little more. However, Andre is just struggling to find these openings here. And the up air. Pyra just kills so early in so many situations. Her up air, down air, forward air, they cover so much. Especially on those platforms, you air dodge the wrong way and he times it right, Pyra's going to hit you with that up air no matter where you air dodge. He's looking kind of 100%. Morty, definitely one of the better players here. Better players in South Carolina in general. Definitely a pleasure to watch. Morty is very good at capitalizing on this. But do not discount Flux, because if you have been paying attention to these past couple of weeks, Flux has been pretty much dominating in these tournaments. I know some players haven't been attending, but Flux has been dominating, doing very well. And Flux, arguably one of the better players in South Carolina. Definitely one of the better players at Clemson here. Never discount them out. You can't count a good player out until the match is over. Back throw. Again, not really going off stage. I'm not sure what the thought process is. I'll have to talk to Morty and fluxWaver after. I'm not versed enough on this matchup to understand what the thought process is there. But it's very interesting to see, as I thought that would be a little more. Maybe worried about getting hit and gimped by the Pyra Mythra up Bs, or the side Bs. Could be. 4 sides down into a grab. Down throw, it's up smash for another kill with Mythra. Mythra, I mean, when you look at Pyra Mythra, you see a character that's good at killing and a character that's good at comboing. That's not at all just the truth. Both of these Pyra Mythra characters are very good at both things. Also, foresight is fair and balanced. Yeah, of course. And Pikachu is not busted at all. And wobbling is actually the best mechanic in Melee. Keeping him off the stage here. Both characters, Mythra not really able to play off stage. The most she can really get is a back air or a forward air into an up B. Definitely not something to discredit though. Switching to the Pyra, of course. No reason not to when you're pressuring so hard on the ledge like this. Down there. It's going to take it. That's a 3-0 in winner's final by Mortality. We are going to see... we might be able to see Mortality win in both Smash Ultimate and